yeah. Like, swords up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up. Swords up, throw it 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 up. Like, throw them swords up, throw them swords up. Where you at? Where you at? Throw them up, throw them up. Avengers, where you at? Where you at? Throw them up, then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice, then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice. Dani in the house, in the house. Avengers in the house, in the house, in the house, in the house. Swords up, turn up. Let's get messy, let's get nosy, let's go. Give him the tea, give him the news, give him the biz, give him the mess, the mess. Swords up, throw it up. Swords up, throw it up. Hey, throw them swords up. Where you at? Throw them up. Avengers, where you at? Throw them up. Then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice, then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice. Who gon' check me? I'm playing chess. You playing checkers. Checkmate. Next caller. Swords up. Up. I don't like you. Can't stand you. If it's stuck, then it's stuck. Get stuck. Swords up. Up. You're mad. You're pressed. Got your bother. Got your trigger. Swords up. Throw it up. Swords up. Throw it up. Hey, throw them swords up. Where you at? Throw them up. Avengers, where you at? Throw them up. Then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice, then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice. Let's go. Start the show. Symbol, we in chill. Let's go. Avengers, assemble. Lights, camera, action. We ready. Stay ready. Swords up. Throw it up. Swords up. Throw it up. Hey, throw them swords up. Where you at? Throw them up. Avengers, where you at? Throw them up. Then slice. Yeah. Like, sorry.
Tell the haters your biz what cost you. Don't tell them nothing. Don't let them know nothing. Move it silent. Keep it to yourself. Keep it a secret. Keep it cute. Keep it classy. Keep it moving. Keep them watching. Keep them guessing. Keep them guessing. Keep them hating. I clean the fear back up. That's none of your biz. Hold up. That's none of your biz. 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 I'm moving in silence. That's none of your biz. I'm moving in silence. I'm moving in silence. Tell a hater your biz will cost you. Don't tell them nothing. Don't let them know nothing. Moving silent. Keep it to yourself. Keep it a secret. Keep it cute. Keep it class. Keep it moving. Keep them watching. Keep them guessing. Keep them hating. They jealous. They know that they know. Praying I fail. Praying I lose. Praying I fall. Not telling you nothing. Not letting you in. Not letting you in my circle. Stay out of my biz. Stay out of my face. Stop asking me questions. You heard what I said. Stop asking me questions. Don't make me get ratchet. Get ratchet. I clean the fear back up. That's none of your how I move, how I groove, what I'm gon' do, when I'm gon' do it. You wanna know my goals, my steps. You under my biz, 21 questions. Next question, skip, now dip. I plead the fifth, back up, that's none of your biz. Hold up, that's none of your biz, that's none of your biz, that's none of your biz, that's none of your biz. I'm moving in silence, that's none of your biz, no biz. I'm moving in silence. I'm headed to the top, can't stop.
This video is used for educational purposes only, under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This video is used for educational purposes only, under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This video is used for educational purposes only, under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This video is used for educational purposes only, under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This video is used for educational purposes only, under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This video is used for educational purposes only, under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976.
Tell a haters your biz what cost you. Don't tell them nothing. Don't let them know nothing. Move it silent. Keep it to yourself. Keep it a secret. Keep it cute. Keep it class. Keep it moving. Keep them watching. Keep them guessing. Keep them guessing. Keep them hate. I plead the fifth. Back up. That's none of your biz. Hold up. That's none of your biz. That's none of your biz. That's none of your biz. That's none of your biz.
Hello. Make sure you smash that like button on your way in here. Smash that like. I am back. So listen, Roblox is getting sued. Yes, there is going to be a lawsuit against Roblox. So if your children play Roblox, pay attention. And shout out to one of my mods, sending me information on this. I definitely want to talk about it, even though it's not really, a main talking point on my channel. However, I want to talk about it for everyone to be aware, and this is like a PSA, important live to actually make, okay? So, again, this is more bigger than gossip, drama, mess, and things like that. Bigger than celebrity scandals, to be honest, because this is something that affects kids everywhere, okay? Almost anyone that has nieces, nephews, children, grandchildren, children anywhere of all ages, or even some grown-ups play it, obviously, right? Play the game Roblox, okay? This is about Roblox, the game that millions of kids and even grown-ups log into every day. And we have to understand, in the age of social media, even the age of technology, and people are playing games, gamers from an early age. Kids are wanting to play these types of interactive games, and these games allow people to interact with people all across the world in a virtual reality. So there was a young guy by the name of Schlep. Okay, I might be pronouncing it wrong. So Schlep, who turned his pain and his own experiences, and that he had lived experiences, into a mission to protect others, other kids. So basically, he was telling the story of how he was groomed as a child on the game Roblox, and how he grew up and he wanted to pretty much expose predators on the app, on that very same platform that he felt groomed on. And his work has really led to real arrests of some of these predators. And now what's happening is Roblox isn't saying, "Hey, Schlep, we appreciate you for exposing the predators on our platform, Roblox." Instead of thanking him, they pretty much banned him. Yeah, you heard it right. They banned Schlep from the actual app, and they also threatened him with a lawsuit, and they also sent out a cease and desist, which I will review in just a moment, and pretty much wanting to silence Schlep for because obviously this is a brand, this is a business. Roblox makes a lot of money, and if you have any family members that play Roblox, oh my gosh, people that play Roblox, they make money, and they make money on that app. They have business to protect, they have revenue, profit to protect. They have a lot of interest in protecting this platform. So who wants their platform to be known as a preying platform where predators are on there seeking prey, mainly children? Okay, children on there. So they pretty much wanted to silence him, so they banned him from the app after he exposed predators on the app. So now, oh no, that was a mistake, because now Chris Hansen, yes, Chris Hansen himself, the same man who everyone knows, Chris Hansen, to catch a predator. He did predator things, and it made it a national conversation. Now there are YouTubers and others who have pretty much copied his format of trying to catch predators. It's quite a controversial topic of vigilantes, doing things to catch predators. But yeah, so he's like he's like the head person and the main person that started this whole thing about catching predators. So now this has become a national conversation, and guess what? Chris Hansen has stepped into this conversation, and he's teaming up with Schlep to investigate Roblox and pretty much call Roblox out for their failure to protect children. Also, there's a lawsuit underway as well. You know how sometimes there's class action lawsuits or things like that that come into place when there is something like this as well. So again, this is about protecting children, our kids, in a digital world. Okay, we are a community, so everyone is a kid in the community, belongs to everyone, and by belong to everyone, that means everyone in the world needs to be looking out for children. So even though Schlep, these are not his children, he sees it as this is our world, our internet, our world. So our children, we all have to look out. Okay. So, and about what parents, again, parents are, your kid is playing a game, Roblox. You're not going to be thinking, you're mostly probably thinking that on the other end of that game, controller or mouse, or on the other end of that game, you're probably thinking that it's mostly children on the other opposite end, right? And because it's like it seems like a game for kids, but no, grown-ups also play Roblox. And to be honest, I played it as well, because minors in my family have wanted me to play the game. And was I really that interested in Roblox? To be honest, when I was playing it, it was mostly to play with a minor relative that wanted me to play. And to be honest, it actually got kind of fun a little bit, but I didn't stick with it. But it's just the fact that it made my minor relative happy to play with them in the game. And it kind of entered a virtual world. And let me tell you something, even though the minor relative that I have is very young, she was very good at it. She was really good. She kicked my ass, and she could pretty much school me on how to do it. When I say she's a master at it, it's like a virtual world. And here's the thing, you never know who's on the other end of the game, though. So that is kind of scary to think that, I'm a person that's on there just playing it with my relatives, as interactive family time and entering into this virtual world. But then there are predators actually lurking in the shadows of that app, and they are not on there to just, have fun or be interactive and be safe. They're actually on there to be predatory, and that can be creepy. So we have to think about this in the age of, games and these virtual games that anyone can log in and play. So now, this type of conversation is definitely needs to be had. And Schlep, whose real name is Andrew, he pretty much started playing Roblox when he was 12 years old. And between 12 and 15, he was groomed by, this is what he's saying, that he was groomed by a popular developer, um, a man Roblox promoted and gave official merchandise deals to, etc. And he was saying that that man sent him violent content, explicit material, kind of like it was inappropriate conversations, and kind of like manipulating him in a way, right? And then pretty much Slep's mother pretty much was begging Roblox for help when her son attempted to even unalive himself. And the only company only responded when she threatened legal action. Okay. And that kind of shows you right there that it's kind of like companies often don't move until their lawyers get involved, not when a child is crying out for help, and not even when the parent is begging, only when the word lawsuit gets dropped, and that is pretty much unacceptable. And so fast forward as an adult, Slep took that. He pretty much turned his trauma into action, which happens a lot of times. People go through things in life, they have experiences, trauma, and then they start to be activists or advocates. They try to do something to prevent others from having the same experiences that they had. So he pretty much built a YouTube channel focused on exposing predators, and he has a team. He has a team, and they have like decoy accounts. And to be honest, they're pretending to be kids. And that it's kind of like To Catch a Predator, right? And it's kind of like letting predators incriminate themselves, and they kind of worked with police to get arrests, and at least 6 arrests have been tied to his actual work. And of course, Roblox is not liking this, because it's like, oh my gosh, if parents think that our platform is full of and predators, this could ruin our business, because parents are going to feel like their kids are not safe on this app. Okay. But like, let's be real. If someone is out here helping put predators in handcuffs, is that really the enemy? Is he really the enemy? Is Slap really the enemy if he's helping to put predators in handcuffs? Or is that somebody doing the work we wish platforms would do? Should platforms possibly have their own supervisors or monitors on the app that are kind of instead of, like, if you don't want vigilantes on there, maybe you should have your own in-house. That could be a solution. Your own in-house monitors, people that are, pretending to be, just do it yourself in-house. And that way you don't have to worry about, and that way you can kind of like clean up the app a little bit. And think about possibilities, because unless everyone is made to verify their age or show some sort of identification, these are minors. Most minors are not going to have identification cards. Some do, some don't, depending on what age. So, I mean, we have to think about, like, what are the solutions to making sure that only children are on the app. And then also, we have to be honest, with the different ages on these apps. I mean, come on, you're going to sometimes even have older kids that probably should not always interact with even younger, way younger, because remember, things can happen in that way as well. So anyways, we have to also think about the realistic ways in which apps can protect kids. And then of course, people can go on the other side and say the parents trying to tell their children about the dangers of online and interactions with strangers, but obviously based on the child's age and their level of understanding of what you actually are talking about. Okay. And it's kind of like when you told them not to talk to strangers and not to take candy from a stranger. It's kind of like you might have to have a conversation about playing games online as well, and who could possibly be behind, not knowing 100% about who is behind the avatars or the other game players. Even if the person tells you that, hey, I'm your age, I'm your age, it doesn't mean that person could be lying. Okay. So there has to be conversations. People are saying things on different sides on, about possible solutions. So let's actually go to some videos really quick. So on about August 9th, 2025, Roblox banned Schlep permanently. They sent him a cease and desist letter threatening legal action. And they pretty much were saying that he broke the no vigilantes allowed. He broke that rule and that interfered with investigations and violated people's privacy. Like, whose privacy he violated? Oh, the predator. And they even threatened him under the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, the same law that people use against hackers. So pretty much think about it. $1 billion platform allows predators to log in daily, but comes down hardest on the person trying to catch the predator. Yeah. That looks like brand protection and reputation protection, and not really caring so much about safety. So when is it going to be where safety comes first before the dollar bill, y'all, and the money? And yeah. So anyways, as I said, once they banned him, it backfired because now people are hashtagging free Schlep. It's trending online. Free him. And inside the actual game, people started playing Roblox, and they were actually protesting in the actual game, the virtual world itself. Like, this is reality, but inside the virtual world, the Roblox people were actually protesting in there, and changing their name to free Schlep, and even like doing all sorts of things in the actual virtual world. And if you never played a game where it's like a virtual world, you're pretty much, to be honest, you're entering into a new world, but virtually into these games. And you can actually interact with other people all across the world that are actually playing that game as well. And you have a username. So you actually enter into it. It's like a form of escape from this world into a different reality. And you also get to play games with other people. So other people have been speaking out on behalf of Schlep as well, backing him up. There has been people in Congress have been speaking up, and attorney generals have been speaking up. A lot of people have been speaking up. So like I said, when the community, politicians, and others are pulling up, child, they pulling up, said, Roblox, hold up now. Okay, Schlep is not by himself. He rolling in 10 people deep. So lining up against against Roblox. So again, it's not just a drama, it's also it's really stuff going on here. So again, Chris Hansen has also stepped up around about August 14th. He has stepped up. But let's go ahead and listen to a little bit of Schlep's video, and then we'll get into some more.
This video isn't going to be your typical video. This video is actually a call for help, and I need everybody to share this video. The Roblox Corporation has sent a cease and desist letter to me, a 22-year-old, versus a multi-billion-dollar company, threats of litigation, because I catch predators on their platform. Within the last year, me and my team have gotten 6 predators arrested within the Roblox community. Almost all of them have admitted to doing this before to other Roblox users. Every account that I've owned on Roblox since I was 8 years old has been terminated. Accounts that we were actively talking to predators on have now been banned off of Roblox. What Roblox did could potentially stop some predators from facing real-life consequences. Not to mention that Roblox has made a very firm stance that I can no longer access the Roblox platform anymore, which I want to make clear at the start of this video. I will not be accessing Roblox in any capacity at this point further unless Roblox says otherwise. This is pretty heartbreaking to me because
Okay, so let me actually read the actual cease letter, because I don't think he's going to read the full letter. Well, you might actually read it, but let me actually read it really quickly, okay? It says the cease and desist letter from Roblox Corporation to Schlep. It says, we write on behalf of Roblox Corporation. This letter serves as a formal cease and desist notice regarding your unauthorized and harmful activities on the Roblox platform. Your actions are a violation of Roblox policies and directly undermines Roblox safety efforts and critically are exposing our users to increased risk. Those actions include engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations, sharing or soliciting personally identifiable information, directing users to move conversations off platform. Roblox is committed to aggressively combating illegal and harmful conduct, including child exploitation, through a dedicated and sophisticated team of safety professionals, advanced moderation systems, and partnerships with law enforcement agencies. For example, Roblox proactively reports potentially harmful content to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, the designated reporting entity for the public and electronic service providers regarding suspected child sexual exploitation. Other Roblox maintains direct communication channels with NCMEC and agencies like the FBI for immediate escalation of serious threats that we identified. While Roblox acknowledges that your stated intentions may be to protect children, and while it recognizes the serious nature of online predatory behavior, your methods, including failing to immediately report suspicious activity to Roblox through proper channels, are actively interfering with Roblox established safety protocols and critically are exposing Roblox users to increased risk. Accordingly, and pursuant to Roblox policies, Roblox will be closing your accounts. Please note that Roblox community standards prohibit opening new accounts to evade an enforcement action. Therefore, we demand that you cease and desist from accessing the Roblox platform. Please be advised that Roblox reserves our right to take any and all appropriate legal action against you should your violations of the Roblox community standards continue. Such actions may include but are not limited to claims for breach of contract, specifically violation of the Roblox terms of service of use to which all users agree, and violations of the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, which prohibits unauthorized access to computer systems and data. So that's the cease and desist that he received. So let's go back to this video real quick. And I'm also going to show you the video where him and Chris Hansen have linked up. Okay, hold on.
I've been playing Roblox since I was a little kid. I've loved this platform. I still do. I met my current girlfriend, who I've been dating for 3 years. I lived with her. We first met all the way back in 2016 through Roblox. I love so much about this site, and that's why I'm so critical of it, because I want to see it do better. The stuff that they've sent me in the cease and desist letter is actually laughably hilarious. Roblox is actively claiming that I am hurting their players. Here's an email. I didn't ever plan on showcasing this in a video, but this is from a kid who is thanking me for getting someone he was groomed by arrested in real life. He said he recognized him from my video, and here's some cool fan art he made of me. Roblox is claiming that I'm engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations. What? So one of the fundamental bases of predator catching is that you cannot talk sexually to predators. Predators are supposed to be the ones talking sexually to you. If you talk sexually to predators, like straight off the get-go, that's entrapment. That is literally what entrapment is. We almost always play a naive kid who doesn't know anything about this stuff, so they teach us about this stuff. If you watch these videos, you know how the chats are going, and they're not even on Roblox. Most of the chat logs are on Discord, and they're accusing me of getting people off of platform onto different social media sites. I guess that's worth a cease and desist and an IP ban of every single account that I own.
So pretty much he's saying that when he is, pretending to be your child to see like the catch these predators, he is not he's not like initiating the conversation of sex talk, because that would be entrapment and that wouldn't fly. The predator needs to actually start or initiate those conversations.
That's just crazy. I can't even fathom that. They also say sharing or soliciting personally identifiable information. I have no idea what they're referring to this. I would love to know what they're talking about. Are they referring to the fact that I give the information of the predators that we find to the police? Like the people we're talking to are predators. Like, does Roblox understand that? I literally have no idea. If they thought something was genuinely wrong, they could have reached me out so easily. I think the most insulting thing is that they told me I'm not reporting people quick enough and I'm not reporting them through the right outlets. Tell me the right outlets. I have been trying to figure this out for like a year now. This here is Nepali Incel. This person actually made credible threats to the Las Vegas sphere in a Roblox game. And I saw this with my own 2 eyes. And the reason why it's a credible threat, it is because the FBI went ahead and arrested someone for making threats within that same game. I made a moderation ticket about it, and I even actually made a report to the FBI about this. Where is the cease and desist letter for him? Where's the IP ban for him? Are you gonna ban all of this dude's accounts? Probably not. But back to the predator catching stuff. This is literally how it goes. We go to roblox.com/support, submit a moderation ticket, and then fill out the prompt with all the information regarding our arrest and give you guys the same Google Drive that we give to the cops. And in a lot of instances, Roblox won't even ban it after we reach out to them regarding felony arrests. What I typically have to do is report cases to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, or go on the news to show gameplay of our decoys with the predators on Roblox. I've literally felt so lost in trying to get the attention of Roblox regarding these predators. I've created binders with all the chat logs, and I've sent it to their headquarters in San Mateo, California. This is the first time Roblox has ever directly reached me out. Instead of trying to say, hey, we want to work with you, or literally giving me a line to report these people, or simply saying, don't make these videos anymore, we're gonna ban you, Roblox just terminated every account I own and sent me this cease and desist letter. My account Malibu, a family-friendly sandbox gaming theme park channel that I've run since the pandemic. This is actually my first Roblox account. One of the hats that I wore on this avatar was actually something I got at a STEM event where I met Roblox administrators. That channel, it pays my rent. Roblox has made it clear that I'm banned from ever accessing the platform again, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to upload on that channel anymore. When I was a kid, I was groomed on Roblox by a popular developer. He manipulated me, he used power dynamics over me, and frequently exposed me to gore and not safe for work material and loads of other stuff that a kid should never see. It was so bad that I actually made an attempt. While I was in the hospital, my mom contacted Roblox. They brushed her off. That predator went on to groom more victims before Roblox finally banned him. Years later, by the way. Even after that, I stayed on the platform. I loved the community, but as I ran Maliboomer, I kept spotting these predators, even in an innocent sandbox theme park game. Then I started Schlep, and the emails from victims got worse every single day. And that's when I started catching predators on Roblox. That's when my fate got sealed on this platform.
Okay, so he pretty much going up his background, which I pretty much gave you already, the information. Go on.
I've been very critical of Roblox's leadership and the refusal to act in a lot of instances. Last time I tweeted at Roblox's CEO, it was about a predator we had arrested. Roblox ignored it until Gideon and I made videos. Then they banned him, only for him to return. I sent proof of him talking about the video I made on him in a voice chat game on Roblox. Mind you, the same game, a 10-year-old was abducted through weeks from this taking place. I replied to one of the CEO's posts about this, and he blocked me. Roblox still allows games like Public Bathroom Simulator, where naked shower together. This has millions of plays, and Dollhouse Roleplay, which also has millions of plays, is tied to a group that the FBI has made public warnings about. Roblox allows you to say the word lolly on their platform. You can put it as your name. Explain to me that, Roblox, a kid's game. Because now you have a whole community of lolicons and maps on your platform. I really hope people can see that Roblox is wanting to have a firmer stance against me, a person trying to get these Roblox predators arrested, than these predators we've gotten arrested. Some of them literally have been arrested for CP. Why aren't you sending these Roblox predators cease and desist? They deserve it. They actually tried to commit a crime.
So, of course, he's calling out the unfairness of people that actually are committing crimes, have been arrested, and these accounts are still up and still available. They are not banned. They are not terminated from the platform. They are not getting a cease and desist, but these accounts are still up, and he's wondering why his account is still down. The predators get to stay there, and his gets taken down. Now, I want to actually go over here really quickly to this video, and let's look at this case of this guy. He was accused of kidnapping a child he met on Roblox, okay? So let's look at this case. So this actually is reality.
The man accused of kidnapping a California preteen he met on the video game Roblox, breaking his silence from behind bars.
I should have been more careful. Yeah, I should have been more questioning when it came to having that person involved.
Speaking out exclusively to affiliate KGET in Bakersfield, 27-year-old Matthew Naval says he was misled, stating a 10-year-old girl he met in a 17 and older voice chat room on Roblox told him she was 18.
They asked me if I wanted to be more than friends. I was a little bit hesitant because of age or whatnot, but I was pretty much encouraged
Naval says he drove hours from his home south of Sacramento to Central California to pick up the girl. On April 13th, police found her with Naval in his car, more than 250 miles away from her home.
Okay, so you are saying that she lied about her age, but then you went to pick up the 10-year-old, and you're telling me that you couldn't tell that the person was 10 years old? Yeah, I think I don't see a 10-year-old looking nowhere near over 17. I don't.
So when did you discover she was 10 years old?
Ooh. I would say, because I'm sorry, it like sickens me every time.
Yeah, sick as you have a smirk on your face. You knew when you picked her up that she was a minor. Like, come on.
I'm gonna hear that age. I think when I was questioned.
Naval is facing 7 felony charges, including kidnapping and lewd acts with a minor. He has pleaded not guilty.
Yeah, lewd acts with a minor. You knew she was a minor when you picked her up.
It was just holding hands in some sort. She's pretty much holding hands most of the time.
No sexual actions, no sexual conversation?
No, ma'am.
KGET also
Yeah. Obviously, she must have a different story, because why would you get lewd acts?
asking Naval about his attorney's remarks that he's on the autism spectrum.
No, I believe that's my job position. I did work with kids who are on the spectrum with autism. Yeah, I was just starting for my second day in field training.
After the interview, attorney Mark Anthony Raimondo telling NBC News these are sensational allegations against his client, reasserting their belief that Naval may be on the autism spectrum. Writing,
okay, that's not what we're going to do. We're not going to put this on someone being autistic and on the spectrum. This has not, please stop. Y'all need to stop doing that, because now y'all are going to further stigmatize people that are autistic, that, oh, if you're on the spectrum, you're going to be doing this type of crime or this type of crime. Please stop.
Mr. Naval attended special needs classes throughout his life. He gave this candid jailhouse interview without our knowledge and without our consent. We urge the public to reserve judgment until all evidence is reviewed. The alleged abduction also raising concerns about online video games, including Roblox, which tens of millions of kids use every day.
So let me actually go back to now Schlep's video. Hold on.
Hey, what's up? So we're here with your Roblox developer, right? Hello. Yep. We're about to do the wipe on his phone. We're going to get rid of the shop on your phone, right? Okay. How many images do you think we have to get rid of your phone?
About like 30 or 40.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly.
And what's the game coming out that you got on Roblox soon?
Undertale.
Hell yeah, we're gonna make this game successful.
Man, this is definitely some very scary times. I'm just trying to stop what happened to me when I was a kid from happening to other people, and now I'm facing threats of litigation from a multi-billion-dollar company. Since my career and revenue stream are on the line, I have a site. It's called Schlep.tv. If you want to support my work and what we do and allow us to keep catching predators in the future, feel free to go ahead and support us over there. The most important thing we can all collectively do right now is share what is going on with Roblox. Tell your parents, tell your congressman, tell a journalist if you know one. And if any of them are interested, I'm more than willing to share my story, even to the people at Roblox. Even after all this, I am just trying to make a difference and help. I'm trying.
Okay, so again, I'm going to play the next video that he's working with Chris Hansen now. And let's actually pay attention to this. Let's go back to that 10-year-old with the Roblox. Hold on.
This morning, the popular social media app Discord facing a lawsuit, claiming the platform exposed children to explicit content, leaving them vulnerable to predators.
Discord has been at the center of numerous criminal cases involving predators that were found to have used the app to engage in sexual grooming, extortion, and exploitation.
The app, popular among gamers, has more than 200 million users, allowing them to communicate via text, voice, and video.
You can communicate with anybody, and I kind of compare it to the wild, wild west of chat messaging.
The lawsuit from New Jersey's Attorney General claims lax oversight by the platform has allowed predators to stalk and victimize kids.
For Discord to have lied to parents across our state about the protections it supposedly put in place to protect our kids is appalling.
Discord refuting the claims, saying it's proud of our continuous efforts and investments in features and tools that help make Discord safer. Just last weekend, authorities say a 10-year-old in Kern County, California, was kidnapped.
The thing about it is, Discord has been in the Charlie Kirk case where Tyler Robinson was using that platform. Also, with the latest case with Celeste Rivas, it was in the Discord. People are posting stuff in the Discord with the 4VD, and now we have this going on. So it's going to be more and more stuff coming out with some of these other platforms.
By a man she had communicated with on Discord and through the gaming platform Roblox. Officials found her the next day in the suspect's car nearly 300 miles away. The sheriff's office issuing this warning to parents: monitor all electronic usage and know who your children are communicating with.
I can lock down chat, and I can lock down access to maybe content that they're not ready for. You really need to educate yourself and make sure you understand exactly what's going on.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
So then we have Schlep, who posted that it says, now I have my first criminal conviction of a Roblox predator. And it says, meanwhile, Roblox claims I'm taking the law into my own hands. And then we have another one that was, it says, Roblox reached out to me now as a PR stunt. If they want a genuine dialogue, they must first act in good faith and acknowledge the victims of their platform. So then I guess Roblox reached out 2 weeks ago, so I'll read that letter, but not right now. I'll read it towards the end. So let's actually go to one of his videos of him actually with one of the predators. And then let's get into Chris Hansen, okay?
Sure and well, but how old are you?
Orwell also wrote, the party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command. That's exactly what I would describe Roblox is doing. They want you to ignore what's right in front of you. What is being put in your literal recommended? The games, the avatars, the environment. All this is taking place while they want you to believe they have a working moderation system. The CEO is more concerned about bringing dating to the platform. This is on the future roadmap for Roblox. In my opinion...
Hey, I love your avatar.
Ah, thanks.
Can I add you on Roblox?
Sure and well, but how old are you?
Oh, I hope you don't mind, but I'm actually in my late 20s.
Oh.
I'm a little embarrassed. I'll just say it. I'm 27. I don't mind.
Where are you from, by the way?
I live in Illinois, kind of close by Chicago.
For real? You're not far from me, Will. I'm literally in the state over.
What?
You're actually only like 2 hours from me.
This location, I had told him, me and the YouTuber Oma were actually planning on catching predators here in real life. My goal was to possibly see if we can make this dude show up at his sting house, but there was a few issues. One being the distance. The furthest I've ever had a predator drive was about 30 minutes. 2 hours would be a literal feat that I've never done before. The other issue is that Oma actually had a brain tumor and he was getting it removed the day after I left. He would be out.
So, okay. So he's doing the same setup as Hansen to catch a predator. pretending to be, you know, a minor and getting someone to meet up at a certain location or something like that. Okay, and having these conversations. So it looks like this one took like 19 days from start to finish.
Out of commission for months. So if we didn't get him this weekend, well, there's a good chance we weren't getting him at all. Anyways, Dark is about to ask our decoy a very important question.
Could I maybe see what you look like?
Only on one condition.
Sure, you name it.
I want to see you too.
Okay.
Also, no judging.
Only compliments, I swear. You're so hot.
This dude is 27 years old, typing like this on the internet, bro. What is wrong with this man? Well, I think we all know what's wrong.
You think?
Yes.
Be for real.
Yes. I'm so serious. I'm in love with you. I love you so much. But wait, it's now my turn.
So another thing is, so there's messages back and forth, and a lot of people do know that these are minors, and that's why they are like, well, I'm in my late 20s, I'm this, I'm that, and trying to get around the whole age difference, right? So people are actually seeking out minors, okay?
Oop. Ah.
Oh my god, I love your shirt.
I'm a geek, lol. Thank you. I love you. Oop.
Do you mean it?
Yes, I really do.
This continues on for a while. You're probably confused why this guy is so quick to say he loves our decoy. This is actually a tactic these people use. This tactic is called love bombing. It's when someone overwhelms another person with excessive affection, praise, and attention to quickly build trust and emotional dependence. People like Dark use it to disarm the decoy, as it's pretty much a fast track to intimacy. In simple terms, it is manipulation disguised as affection.
What's your name, by the way? My name is Austin.
My name is Tiffany.
I love your name, Tiffany. I have a question. Will you go out with me?
Yes, of course.
Is this the dating David wants to see on Roblox? Are we here?
So let me actually fast forward because in the essence of time, and let's see what happens with his whole process of actually, you know, meeting the person, okay? So let's skip forward a little bit.
The video you're watching right now, the extended cut of this dropped weeks ago. There's also
Operation. Let's get this. Praise God. Yo, my man. Listen, I just want to talk. Can we talk about this, my man? Listen, Austin, man. I don't want your family finding out, man. Can we just talk outside? Huh? Can we talk outside? Huh? Yeah, we can talk outside, my man. You want to talk? I mean, that's only $2, man. That's not going to be too much gas. Oh, you got a $100 there. Here, listen, man. I don't want your family finding out about this, man. Dude, who the fuck are you? Okay, my name is DeMarcus, man. Can we... You want to talk? Hey, I'm right here, man. You're scaring everybody here. Listen, I don't think you're a bad dude, man. Call 911. Listen, man.
So he actually came there to meet up with the minor, and he's realizing, oh shit, the minor isn't here, but this guy's approaching me, and he wants to have a conversation. So it's the typical, you know, to catch a predator. But again, this is not Chris Hansen, and people are, you know, again, some people being a vigilante, and they are saying, you know, it's interfering with police. Now, there are some police departments that are okay with the process or work with people, and there are others that are not. Depends on, I've seen it both ways.
I don't want to have to get the police involved. Can we just talk, man? Listen, we're not police. We're not police. Here, get in the car. Get the car ready. Yo, PB, get in the car.
We're not here to get you in trouble, bro. I promise you. Can you please let me help you, dude? Because I don't want you going. You don't need to get in trouble. If you leave, you're gonna. I know, man. Look, we're with. Hey, listen, man. We're with you, dude. I get it, man. Here, please shake my hand. My name's Brian. All right, look, dude. We're with you. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to get in trouble. Bro, hey, it'll be easier on you.
And this was the start of a full-on pursuit.
Wow, so now they're actually pursuing the person. So what are you actually thinking about that they're pursuing him? Like literally like, you know.
Yes, ma'am. He's going the speed limit and everything. We're about, I would say about maybe like 50 feet away from him. We're driving the speed limit as well.
Well, the good thing is he probably isn't familiar with the area, so.
Oh, yeah, nah. We're going to be on a long road for a while. Yeah. The road that we're currently on, it is literally just us by ourselves. Okay, he's making a right now. Oh, the cops are right behind us. Okay, the police are behind him now. Whoa. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, okay, he pulled over. Praise God. Let's get it. Woo!
Oh, snap. I knew he was going to run the whole time. Is he not getting out the car? Oh, they're yelling. Why are they yelling?
Oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like this. Hey, truck, you better stop. He's showing the yams.
Hold on. So this person is actually getting arrested. So again, he's on this Roblox app. He is, you know, setting up stings, pretending to be a minor. People are having these conversations with the minors. They're meeting up, and yeah. Hands were down. Like
the gamers. Won't let go of his phone.
they keep on having a blur because he literally has his hands all over when he's cracking his ass.
He had texted our decoy that he was inside. Maybe I'm here at the gas station. Then he came inside. I made contact. I was like, hey, man, I just want to talk about this real quick. And he was like, man, who even are you? Oh, they're reading him his Miranda rights.
I don't know why he said his name was
DeMarcus.
No. He's over here. I don't want you to search my car. I didn't say it.
But you're under arrest. When you're under arrest, they can do that.
I don't know why you know my sister. You know anything about her. No.
You came here to meet a 13-year-old girl. Okay, so why were you talking to her?
Why did she tell you is the problem?
Bro, her mom found it. And her mom let us know. Why were you going to bring her to your house?
I wasn't going to bring her.
Okay, so you were just going to talk to her?
Yes.
Okay, so that you sent to Tiffany, was that yours?
I didn't know.
He just admitted on camera that he came here to meet.
Yeah, there he goes admitting it like a dummy on camera.
Shortly after, Austin was arrested and taken to Macon County Jail. This here is his mugshot, and they placed charges against him.
Yeah, he looked creepy. Look at him. He looked like Chucky. I'm Chucky.
A court will ultimately decide whether he's found guilty or innocent. This is now the 6th person we've gotten arrested within the Roblox community.
Hold on.
him, but I couldn't actually be there on the mic. But when I actually started looking into his account on Roblox, I felt sick. He was an active player in some of the worst meetup hubs on the site. Some of these hubs don't even exist anymore. And the people he had added on his Roblox account, let me put it like this. We were definitely not the first person he's contacted like this. After seeing how concerning all this was, I passed simply just his Discord handle to a few internet sleuths of mine. And within 5 minutes, they had everything. His Facebook, his family, his address, down to his literal dog. We needed to get this guy arrested as soon as possible. Oma was fully on board with us passing this catch to somebody else. So on my way back home from my trip, I hit up DeMarcus Cousins III, better known yet as Jadea. He's one of the biggest predator catchers out there right now, and he helped us get Roblox predators arrested all across the country. He's told us flat out that if we find Roblox predators, he'll fly anywhere in the country to confront them. I gave Jadion the rundown. There's some good news and some bad news. The good news is Jadion was totally wanting to confront this guy in real life. The bad news is we had to change the location. Instead of risking a meetup in a city where an arrest isn't always guaranteed, we decided to move it to a place where we knew the police would act. The only issue is, instead of 2 hours away, it was 3. I've seen a lot of predator catches. I don't think I've ever seen one where a guy willingly commits that much time into driving to meet up with a decoy. It honestly felt like an impossible task, but I knew it had to be done. With each passing day, he just got so much more attached. So attached that setting up a plan was actually effortless. And this plan, it was even crazier. All by his own suggestion, by the way. He wasn't just going to be driving 3 hours. He was going to be driving 12.
Wow,
This was the
12
plan.
hours?
He was gonna drive 3 hours to a gas station and pick up the decoy and then take her back to his house. And then when they're done, drive all the way back to where she lived and drop her off at her house and then drive all the way back to Chicago. At this current point, he wasn't just wanting to meet, he was actually obsessing about it. So Jadion ended up booking his flight. I couldn't be there in person, but I was able to assist everything
Yeah,
virtually.
so he was really willing to make drive at least total 12 hours combined just to pick up this decoy.
Jadion landed at the airport. He got a rental car and drove to the location. He also met up with some other predator catchers named Predator Poachers Illinois. Jadion was getting close to the location and he told me to send a message.
I'm ready. You can come now.
Okay.
Did you leave?
Yes.
What time are you gonna get there? You there? Hello?
And then nothing.
Hey, I just got to the gas station. Are you here yet?
Every time we sent him a Discord message, his account would go online and then offline. It almost appeared as if he was reading these messages and not responding to us. My heart dropped. Did we all just get played? Did Jadion really just fly out with his entire crew for nothing?
You're not responding to me. I see you online.
I thought I might have blown it. Every horrible thought was rushing through my mind at once. And then over 3 hours later, I get a message.
I'm here at the gas station. Where are you?
I'm in the bathroom. Could you get me this pizza?
Dark gets out of his car and walks into the gas station where Jadion is waiting to confront him.
Okay, we already saw that part. So that was one of the sting operations. So now let's actually watch. Now that, Roblox banned him, right? And people are coming in to help Schlep now, including Chris Hansen. So let's look at the Chris Hansen video. Hold on. So there was another video of Chris Hansen. So let's play that one real quick.
One of our top priorities, and we're not waiting for the law.
actively hosts not safe for work games for children. Roblox themselves, in this interview, doubled down on one of the most infamous instances of inappropriate
our Takedown series, which exposes predators trying to exploit children online. And we also work on a number of documentaries, including this and correspondent
law enforcement and has been doing predator catching since before I was even born. So I decided to take a seat with Chris Hansen to catch some answers.
So again, now he has pretty much teamed up with Chris Hansen. So Chris Hansen is one that reached out to Schlep, and they released this video together around August 22nd. And Hansen pretty much was announcing a documentary investigating our Roblox child safety failures, interviewing survivors, talking to police experts and things like that. And again, Hansen was the face of exposing predators on TV. Now he's pretty much entering the digital field, digital battlefield. And again, this is not like another episode of To Catch a Predator. This is pulling back the curtain and looking at this billion-dollar company that, to be honest, if you know anyone that plays Roblox, they make money because even though it's like a virtual game, sometimes you have to pay money for certain things on there. There are ways they get you to spend money on that game, and they can add up. Okay, it's like $1 billion company, and people are calling them out and saying, "Are you really caring about protecting kids, the same kids who made you rich, or are you so invested in just protecting the bottom line, your dollars and your coins and your business brand reputation?"
I'm Chris Hansen. I'm co-founder and correspondent reporter for the True Blue Streaming Crime Network. We do a lot of crime and investigative reporting. Our Takedown series, which exposes predators trying to exploit children online. And we also work on a number of documentaries, including this particular project, exposing the sort of thing that goes on Roblox.
I wanted to ask you about some of the comments that Roblox has specifically stated about like predator catching. One of the main complaints is pretending to be a child. I want to know your answer. It's kind of obvious, but the importance of using decoy accounts to just find different predators.
Well, we couldn't do it without using decoy accounts. In the very beginning, we had an online watchdog group, Preferred Justice, do that work. And now, and for the last several years, it's been members of law enforcement who have posed as children online, merely sitting in one of these areas, and they wait to be approached by somebody who is seeking to exploit children. And then the conversation takes place. It all happens according to the law, and then that gets turned over. Now, I understand that anytime somebody is not with law enforcement, it gives pause to a corporation. It's like, okay, here's this kid. We don't know whether he's following the rules properly. We don't know if he's running this by a lawyer. Maybe you could argue that they just don't want that sort of activity on their platform, but you think they'd be more worried about the activity that you're exposing.
That's what I've been trying to get at this whole time.
Let's worry about that, number one, and then you can have a conversation with young Schlep. I mean, if I was the CEO of Roblox, I would make you an ambassador for security. I would get out in front of this thing and do what would be a fantastic promotional move. I'm a little dumbfounded that they haven't figured it out, given that these guys are in the high-tech world who invented this stuff in some ways. Why don't they get ahead of it and get a young guy on their team? That's what I'm doing with you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that hard to figure.
And of course, that's what I was saying too. Why not try to do in-house versions of this, right? You don't want outsiders doing vigilante. Why don't you have inside security as far as your app? I mean, you're making enough money. So there's Schlep and Chris Hansen. They met up, okay? And of course, Schlep is going to be in the Chris Hansen documentary, okay? And hold on. And here it is right here. The documentary will be coming out possibly on Netflix. And this is them having a conversation face to face. And this is a Steiner, Gould, Greico, and Hensley founding partner Marty Gould and partner Steve Vanderporchen sat down with award-winning journalist Chris Hansen and SGGH client YouTube influencer Schlep to discuss the lawsuits SGGH filed against Roblox throughout the country. These cases expose how online gaming platforms are failing to protect children from predators and why accountability is overdue. So there's, you know, let's take this picture. Let's. And then there's Roblox. Roblox Exposed. Chris Hansen speaks in this episode of the Embrace Life podcast. I sit down with legendary journalist, official Chris Hansen, to talk about his latest investigation into Roblox and the urgent conversation around child safety online. Chris also dives into his wellness journey and how to create a brand with staying power, the kind of influence that lasts for decades. His career proves it. He has been representing The Simpsons, Blackish, South Park, and countless movies and TV shows. So let me actually go here really quick.
Activity. You know, my kid was playing Roblox.
Yeah.
I'm like, who has access to this? And, you know,
Anybody has access to it. That's the problem.
My next guest is a good friend, client.
Okay, I'm actually going to end the live on Twitter. So if you're on Twitter, make sure you come to my YouTube instead. That's Dani at DaniRobertson, against youtube.com. And that's / @DaniRobertson.
And somewhat of a mentor.
And you can actually go to my actual YouTube bio and Twitter bio. Go to my Twitter bio and actually click my Twitter bio link and then come to my YouTube channel.
To me, an inspiration. Chris Hansen, you are going to learn about how he built his brand.
Multiple men were using Roblox, a seemingly safe video game online, to get children to engage in sexual activity.
You know, my kid was playing Roblox.
Yeah.
I'm like, who has access to this? And, you know,
Anybody has access to it. That's the problem.
My next guest is a good friend.
And yes, anyone has access to it. There's no, you know, you just log in and play. So how can people protect kids on those platforms? That is the question.
Client and somewhat of a mentor to me, an inspiration. Chris Hansen, you are going to learn about how he built his brand.
Multiple men.
So, and also let me go here really quickly before we get back to that video. So, Roblox lawsuits, Rafferty, Dominique Cunningham, and Yafa fighting for justice in child exploitation cases. And it says, our legal team is actively pursuing lawsuits against Roblox Corporation for failing to implement basic safety measures to protect children, despite knowing that predators use the platform to groom, manipulate, and harm young players. With millions of children logging on each day, Roblox negligence has created an environment where exploitation thrives. Our nationally recognized trial lawyers are prepared to hold Roblox accountable and fight for the children and families whose lives have been forever changed. If your child was harmed after meeting a predator on Roblox, contact us today for a confidential case review. Okay, so Roblox is definitely going to be, people are going to be making lawsuits against, Roblox. How responsible are platforms for what happens to their actual people on their actual platform? That's the question.
I learned a long time ago that if you're not listening to the youngest guy or girl in the room, you're missing opportunity. You have to evolve and you have to keep on top of this technology and you have to bring new ideas into the room to do your job. My job is to expose bad people. You are helping.
I mean, the thing is, I've made it very, very clear to Roblox since the beginning. Give us a private line. We are open to communicate with you. We want to talk with you guys. We know a lot of these really bad actors, and the first official contact I had with them was the cease and desist letter.
It's horrible from a public image standpoint, I mean, you're killing the messenger, right? It's not like you're out there tracking these guys down with, tasers and smoke guns. I mean, you're providing information to the platform to do something about it.
One of the major complaints that Roblox had about me was that I was actually going to law enforcement first before sending their report, just so that they would have a start to finish conversation of everything that took place. Did you guys ever reach out to social media sites before the sting goes down?
No, we always go to law enforcement. We work with law enforcement in everything we do. And that is to ensure a successful prosecution. That's why the prosecution rate in these states is, like 99.1%. It's law enforcement first, then they can deal with the corporation. The corporation should be more concerned about reporting what it finds to law enforcement to investigate.
I'm going to read to you a quote from Roblox's corporate blog describing our operations. Similar to actual predators, they often impersonate actively approach users and then try to lead them onto different platforms to have really explicit conversations. We obviously do not talk to these predators. We don't impersonate real children. Our decoys are, adults.
Well, I think if they're mischaracterizing what you're doing, that's wrong. Based upon what you said to me, you don't actively bait these guys in terms of making the first approach. You merely set up a profile of somebody who's underage, and you exist in that room until an adult approaches one of your decoys. Then if conversation takes place, they get exposed, and that information gets turned over to law enforcement. And in many cases, they do something, and then you report that both on your platform.
So pretty much just setting up a profile, and then you are the one approached by the predator and not the other way around. Okay. Shout out to Sharon. Thank you so much for the fan funding. I appreciate it. Again, she says great coverage on this end. You're welcome. I appreciate it. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by hitting that like button. So now here's where we got to keep it real. Okay. Predators online. They don't show up looking like villains a lot of time. They're behind an avatar. They're blending in because they're behind an avatar on these games. Okay, they show up pretending to be your child's age, and sometimes they don't pretend to be the child's age, but a lot of times they show up in these spaces where they know minors are at. They will use like kid slang and lingo and things like that, even talk sometimes childish. They talk about the same shows. They will be relatable or pretend to be like, relatable to that child's age. Obviously, they're also showing they're relatable by playing the same games and even like interacting in the virtual world. And we have to think about it. In the real world, if you go to the grocery store, you go somewhere, you have your child with you so you can monitor things. And obviously, they're not going to really be interacting with other grown-ups or just random people. But when you are online and entering into a virtual world in a game, now the child can actually interact with anybody, strangers, randoms, just anybody can be behind the avatar. So they are actually entering into a virtual world and they don't know who they're actually talking to or communicating with. And sometimes they take them off of Roblox and maybe into Discord or other places. And when they seem relatable and even sometimes pretend to be the age or not the age of the child, they can now start to groom the child and send messages that may be inappropriate or say things that may be inappropriate or say things or keep me a secret. They can just say anything because they have the child now's attention. And that's how it can actually start the process of grooming. That's how grooming works. It starts with, remember, it starts with trust. If someone seems nice and sweet and they're having fun, they're interacting with you in a game, this person can seem cool and like, oh, this is my new friend. And now they are building trust. And once someone has trust, then they can manipulate, they can misuse or abuse that trust and even exploit, which can lead to exploitation. So you have to be careful when, people, oh, I'm making friends on my game. Who is a friend on a game? How old is the friend? And how can you actually be sure of how old the friend is? So what can parents actually do? To be honest, this is going to be a question that everyone is going to be debating. Some solutions I maybe have are to maybe kind of like, don't take candy from a stranger, don't talk to strangers. That type of conversation needs to be about virtual reality as well. Make sure they understand what's appropriate and what's not as far as conversations. Make sure you don't talk to strangers about your personal information. Send any photos or pictures to anyone asking you for a photo or picture. If someone asks you for a photo or picture, you better come tell me who asked you for a picture and what, and things like that. Sending pictures, moving these conversations. If someone is trying to get you to go to another app or download another app, people are going to try to sometimes move them into a private, more even to Discord or some sort of private messaging. Again, you don't know who's behind him. There could be conversations about who are you having. People might lie about their age or certain things like that. But of course, talking to someone as a teenager is going to be different from talking to someone, let's say 6 years old. As far as who you talk to online, just basically don't tell them any personal information and make sure that it doesn't get too personal. But I mean, people want to make friends. This is the age of social media, and people come online to make friends and to be sociable. So, I mean, kids could be like, oh, I have a new friend, and they don't know they might think it's someone their age, or just even an adult. Like, some people actually think it's cool, like as a child, oh, I have a friend that's an adult, and I have an adult that's a grown-up that's hanging out with me and be having fun with me, and it's someone interacting with you, right? You can get that trust, and once they have that trust, they can exploit the child, right? And again, companies like Roblox could do better as well. Could there be a way to verify ages without being too invasive into a child's life? Because most children don't even have ID. So how would they be able to verify age? Maybe a way to have their own in-house decoys. Maybe they have their own in-house decoys to catch these predators. That could be helpful. Ways so people can kind of flag accounts and they be taken seriously about possible accounts or adults interacting or saying inappropriate things. There needs to be more protection, to be honest, to invest in child protection, especially on platforms where that a lot of adults are hanging around to actually have access to children. Some adults are just there just to interact and play the game because they love it, and some are just being predatory, to be honest. But until the platform actually takes reasonable measures to actually protect children, then parents have to try to fill in the gap until the platform. It has to be a combination. And the hardest truth is, to be honest, that your child never, and you yourself never truly knows who's on the other end of that screen. And that's the conversation parents have to start having in a way kids can actually understand, depending on their age and development. Because predators thrive on trust, they thrive on secrecy, and they thrive on gaining that trust, so then they can then groom and exploit that child. Because even the 10-year-old that actually got in the car with that guy, that 10-year-old, probably thought she had a friend and a new friend or whatever else, and then that person was able to pick up that child and take them off somewhere. And thankfully they were found and discovered before anything happened to that child, right? I mean, I'm sure things probably happened, but I'm saying before a homicide or something occurred. And again, breaking that secrecy and that is protection for the child. But of course, sometimes you have to get ahead of it. And this is like bigger than Roblox. It's about pretty much how platforms and social media platforms from Discord. We've heard about Discord a lot lately, from the Charlie Kirk to Celeste Rivas, etc. These are playgrounds for predators. Before, people like, oh wait, be careful of the playground, the slides and the swings, and who's at the playground, and the ice cream truck, or the big, not ice cream truck, but the vans and the strangers at the playground. But now the new playground is actually games like Roblox, entering into a virtual reality. The new playgrounds are these internet games or social media spaces on private Discords, where even I think Celeste Rivas met the person online. Okay, and of course social media isn't always bad, because even Schlep said he met his girlfriend now girlfriend on a Roblox. So it's not always a negative thing, but at the same time, one bad apple can spoil the bunch, and that's usually what's happening. But one issue I want to say about Schlep is that companies like Roblox, there was a better way of handling this than just banning him, trying to silence a whistleblower, trying to silence someone that actually caught predators that were actually convicted. Trying to silence him was not the best route. The best route was trying to maybe, how can we improve this platform, and working with him on other solutions. But banning him and then keeping the predators platforms up allegedly was not a good look, and that's why now they are going to have all these lawsuits. I don't know who told the publicist or the media manager that silencing him and sending him a cease and desist was a great idea or a smart idea, because now they have opened up a whole new can of worms. And ultimately, trying to silence him was not smart, because people are going to say, why protect the predators? It seems like you're protecting the predators, protecting your pockets, your wallets, your bottom line, and your money, instead of actually protecting the children who are now vulnerable to these predators in your space. And of course, Hansen stepping in, lawsuits are being filed, and the public is, going to be saying, hey, we have to do something about this, because this is definitely unsafe, right?
As a citizen journalist, a young guy working on these stories, and to Roblox to take action as a corporate citizen.
I thought it was kind of wild how they compared what we're doing to actual predators.
Well, if they're mischaracterizing what you're doing, yeah, that's horrible. This entire project is going to be healthy for Roblox, and it's going to be especially good for users of Roblox, because anything that creates awareness and a dialogue is important. And you need to tell parents that this stuff exists, that these dangers are out there, and that if your child is approached by a predator, they need to come to the parents. I mean, that's the first line of defense. It's great what you're doing. It's great what I do. It's really great that law enforcement and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children does all this work every day across the country. It's great that Roblox has a department that takes a look at some of this stuff. What's not great is the lack of connection here that could make it even better and safer. Until that happens, we have to show parents what goes on here, and they have to have the discussion with kids and say, hey, be careful.
What made you interested into getting into Roblox?
I was personally getting communications on social media saying, you need to look into this, you need to look into this, you need to look into this. And then we saw a big case down in Florida where a guy was arrested in Central Florida for and actually giving them Robux and having them exploit siblings and other. It made headlines down in Marion County, Florida. And so I started digging into it. We had good contacts with that sheriff's department there. And we actually, ironically, just did a predator sting, a takedown sting down there. So we started with an interview there. And it turns out that in the same jurisdiction, there was a 10-year-old girl who was exploited on Roblox by a man all the way over in England. And so we interviewed that victim's mother. And, all of a sudden, all these cases started developing, including the lawsuit by the Attorney General of Louisiana.
It's interesting you mentioned Florida, because we got an arrest there. We got it in Polk County, and it was a guy who possessed.
Polk County, as you know, is where Sheriff Grady Judd is. They're very active in the space.
Oh, yeah.
We do work with them as well. First of all, it breaks my heart, and I'm so sorry that you had to deal with this as a younger guy on this particular platform. The fact that you were bullied and preyed upon and advantage of, and that it went to the extent it did, it breaks my heart. And this is why we do these investigations. But to see you at your age turn it into a positive and do something about it, I think is incredible and admirable.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
For a guy who's been kicking around doing this for 42 or 43 years now, it's really cool, because when I started on television, I was your age. I was 22 years old. So when I see a young person do this kind of work, it's very impressive to me, because I know what it takes.
Yeah, I mean, it's very crazy when you start looking into this stuff. I mean, it's a rabbit hole. Only gets more disturbing the more you see it.
Well, and since we announced that we're doing this documentary and that you are collaborating, I am overwhelmed.
Oh yeah, I saw a tweet on Twitter. It got 160,000 likes that you're just even looking into the platform. Because that's the thing, people have known about these issues for so long, but journalists haven't done enough to really look into it. And now it's starting to break into the world where everybody is starting to start to be aware.
Well, now you're seeing more mainstream, outlets cover it. And look, we have the ability to infiltrate this world because we've been doing it for 21 years.
So of course now with Hansen, who started this whole To Catch a Predator movement, and behind him, I mean, Roblox is now, what are you going to do now, Roblox? Because you're not going to really be able to shut down Hansen, okay? So now you have blown this out way up, and you could have just handled this way differently. PR was not really working properly. My advice would have been to try to thank him for the services he provided. And then if you want to handle it in-house, say moving forward, we're going to handle this in-house, banning him and sending a cease and desist, that has brought more attention. You don't want to bring more attention to something. You just need to say, we're going to fix this problem. We're going to solve this issue. We're going to, settle this. But, the good news is that since they handle it this way, now it's more out in the open, it's more public, and now they could be under more scrutiny and under a microscope into how people are actually going to handle this. Because now even a Congress woman, I think there was a petition. So let me actually look that up real fast. I had it up, but so let me see the Roblox petition from Congresswoman. Hold on. Now it's just way more people with their eyes on this situation. Did I? Oh, Congressman Ro Khanna has launched an online petition, okay?
First with To Catch a Predator, and for the last 2.5 years at True Blue, our streaming crime network, with takedowns. So we know how to do this and work with law enforcement. Now, a lot of people can go out and do this stuff independently, but here you are, a good example of somebody who has done the work and given it to law enforcement. And that's the key here, because if you expose these guys and, make fun of them and do a Borat kind of thing like some other content creators, they often don't face the consequences. They don't have to register as a offender. They don't get prosecuted.
Yeah, and I think the thing is too, a lot of the reason why I have to make this content is because we reach out to Roblox, we give them the emails, we give them all the information. They don't respond until after we publish a video that gets millions of views on YouTube. It makes me concerned, because if we're getting that, what are real victims getting?
Look, I understand a little bit Roblox situation here. What they're trying to do is follow the protocol. When they see something, they're mandated to report that to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, which then refers it to law enforcement. And that's good, and they should be doing that. But why they wouldn't also take advantage of information given to them, wrapped with a bow around it, as you have done, it's stunning to me that they wouldn't see the opportunity here to be an ally of yours as opposed to somebody they're making an example of and saying,
oh, for sure.
Rules. Danny, I don't understand that. From a corporate citizen aspect, it doesn't make sense. From a public relations standpoint, it doesn't make sense. And from a justice-seeking standpoint, it doesn't make sense. So I don't know, and I hope that during the course of this, that I'll get a chance to sit down with somebody at Roblox. And I have a feeling that's going to happen. But I'm going to be posing all of those questions when that interview.
So he's looking forward to possibly meeting with someone from Roblox. I don't know, but obviously he's already going ahead with this documentary. So will someone from Roblox be a part of his documentary? I have no idea. Will they actually participate? Because things they say could be harmful for possible litigation or lawsuits against them. So they might not want to participate, but we will see. Who knows? They might actually think of a way that their publicists might say they might be able to handle this. Okay, but we will see. Hold on one second. So there is a petition to reverse Roblox bans on child protectors and remove CEO David from Roblox. as well, and other petitions. So I'm going to pretty much end this live. Again, this was just a quick update on what's happening with the Roblox by request.
Takes place.
To young people who look up to you and see predators in online spaces, what is the single most important step that they can take to protect themselves?
I would be hesitant to tell people to conduct their own investigations, but I'm adamant that you got to report this stuff to your local law enforcement agency. You got to report it to the service provider. You got to report it to the platform. Hopefully, between those three things, you get some action. I think 15, 20 years ago, law enforcement would be a little overwhelmed by this and say, you know, if you're in a small town, you go to the police department, say this happened, they say, okay, well, you know, I'm not sure how to investigate it. Well, today, every department has the ability to investigate this stuff, and they are very willing to take these cases on.
It's an absolute honor to have Chris Hansen featured on this channel. Chris Hansen is flying me out soon to actually feature in his Roblox documentary about exploitation. With everything that we've learned so far, one question persists. Why did I get this cease and desist? I'll let this alleged former Roblox employee answer this question for you.
You have to make a decision, right? You keep your
So, hold on, let's see.
players safe, but then it would be less of them on the platform. Or you just let them do what they want to do, and then all the numbers look good, and investors will be happy.
You might.
Now, again, there are sometimes people have to think about it. Quantity equals more money. Quality equals less money, but more protection. So sometimes it's about quality over quantity. But obviously in the capitalist society where people are worried about profit, people are going to think about the bottom line and the dollar. Okay. Yeah. But at some point you're going to get sued. So obviously it's best to think about, you know, you're going to lose some of the money that you gain from not, you know, protecting the platform. Maybe you should possibly have your own in-house decoys or people security or ways you can try to implement to make sure that the platform is safer for people. And of course, if they, you know, it's going to be harder because I mean, a lot of times children don't have ID to make sure of what age someone is before they enter a certain space or platform. There are going to be rooms that say 17 plus, and there are going to be people that enter that room that's not 17 plus. There are going to be rooms that probably just for children, and there are going to be people that pretend like they're a child and access that space. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be what I'm going to be talking about today, and I will see y'all in the next live. At the end of the day, Schlep was groomed on Roblox. He grew up and he fought back and decided to save kids on that very same site. But instead of helping him, Roblox pretty much banned him, sent him a cease and desist, threatening him, and pretty much was saying you're the problem, not the predators infiltrating the space, but he's the problem. But now the movement is bigger. He has Chris Hansen, he has Congress people behind him, backing him. He has the police that has, you know, arrested some of these people, and I guess one conviction came out of this whole situation with his decoy stings. Again, like I said, politicians involved, parents are coming to be more alert or aware, and that's why I went ahead and made this live as well, just for my audience to be aware of what's going on, just in case, because this is obviously is not like a tech channel or any of that, but I definitely wanted to shout out to my mom for sending me, you know, a little info as well, so I can make this PSA. And people are pretty much saying out loud, protecting children has to come before protecting your profits and protecting your company's brand. To be honest, to better your company's brand is to better your security, because you don't want too many things, negative things to happen from your platform, especially if you can actually help it, okay? So if you are a parent, a gamer, or just someone who cares, make sure you just stay alert. See something, say something, and let's keep these conversations alive, because when it's silent and we're not talking about these conversations, that's when predators thrive and survive, and they live and thrive on secrecy and skating under the radar. Okay. because kids deserve safe spaces, whether they're online or offline. They deserve safe spaces, and that's on period. For everyone on the replay, smash that like button. I will see y'all in the next live. Bye.
I gotta go. I gotta go. Don't ask me why. I gotta go. I should've left a long time ago. I don't even know how I got here, but I gotta go. Things have to change. I can't stay this way anymore. Good thing for me. I'm tired of the same old thing. So I'm trying something new, exploring something new. I'm not afraid of starting over today. It's a new day, a new me is coming. You'll see, I see it. Do it. You'll see. I gotta go. I gotta go. Don't ask me why. I gotta go. I should've left a long time ago. I don't even know how I got here, but I gotta go. I want more than this. I want more than this. I deserve whatever I want, my heart's desire. I want more than this. What is this? This isn't it. What is this? This isn't how it's supposed to be. This isn't how my life's supposed to be. It's not how I imagined it would be. I gotta go. I gotta go. Don't ask me why. I gotta go. I should've left a long time ago. I don't even know how I got here, but I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Don't ask me why. I gotta go. I gotta go. I should've left a long time ago. I don't even know how I got here, but I gotta go. I want more than this. What is this? This isn't it. What is this? This isn't how it's supposed to be. This isn't how my life's supposed to be. It's not how I imagined it would be.